Hey guys, well it's Mr. Caulking, Mr. Trim, Mr. Paint. Anyway, I got the Dyno room AC trimmed out today. I went with a different method than up there against the ribs here, and then I used the 1-inch closed cell foam in between. Had to stick them. Had to pre-drill and I screwed and glued this together. So that's good. I'm not going to put a bunch more caulking on here because it's sealed behind completely. Then if you go underneath, I had to put a trim piece in here, leftover building that got cut out. So I just used the closed cell foam under there. Springtime, this will all be, I'm going to paint this whole, tape it off, paint this whole thing gray. I have paint that matches the building. So I'll come down beyond the caulking here and tape it off, and that'll kind of go away. I have a cover for that thing being made too. Up there, that one's done. A lot of screws, but those screws will all be painted gray. Same thing. I'll paint the trim I did, the 1 3/4 trim all the way around gray like the building. And then the little screws on the vent itself, I'll paint them white with white enamel brush paint. So this part's done for now. Too cold to paint. Come on in, I'll show you the dyno room. Coop, get in here. Cooper, come on, boy.
Come on, Cooper. Come on, baby.
Can't shut it off. Having my Lisa tape this because I can't do it at the same time. So I'm getting all ducting things in. So here's the two hats. One's going to be on top of the dyno room where I come up with the exhaust. The other one's going to be on the lower ceiling, sandwiched on the 3/4 inch OSB, sticking down. I've got two elbows. One elbow take off from one of these on the roof towards the squirrel cage fan. The other one will be on the fan. And I decided instead of hard ducking, I'm going to use I got a real nice, it's pretty cheap on Amazon. There's a 10-inch black PVC with foil in it. I've used it before, and it took years to burn it up even without the foil. So that's going to be on the roof. It's 8 feet long, so I don't have to worry about hitting the thing perfectly. The height, the angles, all that with the solid ducking. So that'll be on the roof. And then I'll show you in here. So, over here, hon. So I was going to go in between those two, but they're a pain in the butt. They're too narrow, too much work. I don't need to do that. So I'll be coming in between the roll-up door right here and that beam right there. So the hat will be sticking through, and then I got a 5-inch tube that's going to be on there. And I'll make a little bracket on the wall or whatever. That tube's going to come down to about here. Okay? And that'll be nice. Easy to get to, no hassle. It doesn't stick out too far. And then from around here, wherever the bottom of this one is, I'll have another black high temp 10-inch exhaust flexible tube that I'll put on my stand. I have a stand, it's on a flywheel, and it's got an adjustable up and down. It's got a 90 on it, and it's about this long sticking out. So I can get that behind most street bikes, stuff like that. A drag bike, I'm still going to have to make a special thing from that. So that's how that's going to work. I'm just waiting for everything to get here. I don't want to go cutting holes without a plan. So come on in here. I'll show you what I did in here so far. Yeah. So what I've done in here, I'm not showing that yet, is all wires were a total mess, like anything, computers and printers, and I tried to make a printer work for 2 days. This Dell, believe it or not, I think I bought this Dell computer in 2001, and it's only been for my dyno, so I have nothing on it but the WinPep and my dyno stuff. But it's an XP version 1, so I loaded drivers, trying to make a little HP printer, colored printer work if I want to print a dyno chart. But it's a later version. This is one. They only sell it at XP3, so it's no big deal. I really don't print dyno charts that often. I have them all on the computer. I write them all down on a yellow pad anyway when I'm doing it, the temperature and humidity and everything. But I can put my little thumb drive in here and simply export graph onto that, take it down to my desk down at the other end of the shop, print it. So, but anyway, I wanted to show you, I got this dialed in. So here's where I'm going to be sitting to look at the run and so on. So it mirrors that. I got my adapter all working. But hon, I want you to come and show them the wiring I did. So if you look down underneath there, it was a total mess with stuff everywhere, like behind every desk. So I sanded everything out. These two plugs here are for these on the desk for more outlets to like whatever I want sitting up here. Bundled them all up, tucked them behind the rails here. Came across into my power source, the surge box, and then underneath there I got everything all tucked. I drilled some holes, bundled them all up, all sano. Still have slack and everything. And then I had to order a 20-foot HDMI cable for this. I didn't have a long enough one. So I got this real nice, only about 10 bucks on Amazon. It's a small diameter, has kind of a coating on it. It's braided, it's smooth. I took the screws apart and just tucked it into my little conduit there. Came up right here real nice. This is the TV plugged in and then it goes away. And that's all done. And then I'll show you what my screen looks like. So you can just watch it. Lisa, just point up there. Let me get out of here. Yeah, that's like watching the rest of the runs on this side too. But then you can, this is old WinPep 7. It's not 8. I don't want 8. You got to be online. So that's the full screen. That's a 1277 Bandit 1200. Back in the day at my other shop, that we did the head on, and it had G6R cams and a 40mm flat slides. That's pretty stout. That was a good running bike, fast. And that was too lean. I ran out of jet. So let me show you here. Go to the run file, make run. Okay. So you can see here it is here. I won't be watching that at all. I'll be sitting on the bike. Is that slick or what? I had to adjust it and stretch it and move it and, blah, blah, blah. But there we go. Yeah, so that's my screen that I set up for myself. You can have it any way you want. See, but here's your, here's the RPM, here's your mile per hour. Here's the brake, eddy current brake, how much percentage you turn it on. I don't really use the brake. I don't use power commanders and do pounder mapping. I don't like to beat the crap out of a thing like that, where you hold it wide open and it goes through all these different phases, 5 different phases, and then you do it again and again and again. I just do roll-ons. So this is just the brake temperature of the brake, which it means nothing. And here's my air fuel so I can see it. I want to keep it in the green. And then, of course, I have air fuel on the dyno for the chart. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. So, I just wanted to show you a little update on this, and went through about 4 days of hell after my chemo a few days ago and 4 days ago, and then the chemo and then the bone marrow shot was the next day, and I'm just kind of getting a little better, man. That's the first 5-6 days are just unreal, but. Anyway, the last couple of days I've been doing this, just battling through it, and I feel a little better. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'm going to get out of here. Go in the house where it's warm. I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. See ya.